Today's guest is a member of the gym, obviously. You've probably seen her around. You may or may not have interacted with her, but most definitely you have heard her. Either cheering you on, even though you probably don't even know who she is, but she's, at the gym doing her own thing with Will. Today is Amy. Amy, welcome. Welcome to the show. It's a show. So let's just give yourself an introduction introduce who you are, what you've done, and kind of like where have you come from? What's your background?
My personal background?
Personal background in terms of athletics. We all know you're Jamaican.
Jamaican. Well, in high school, I was on a couple of sports teams, but I went to a private high school, so it wasn't like ultra competitive or anything. Soon after leaving high school, I started university, and I guess like all the sports and all of that kind of disappeared, so it wasn't really active much. I tried running at home on the treadmill. I thought I was gonna like run 5Ks for the rest of my life, but yeah, I didn't end up liking running. So I started going to the YMCA, which is where I met some of the employees working there, lifeguards, whoever was there watching over the people lifting, I guess, whatever they're called. And then one of the guys introduced me to West Markham CrossFit because he was a member here. I won't mention his name. And then, yeah, I started in June 2015, and it never looked back.
Mm-hmm. Everyone can attest to the physical changes that you've done, but describe the kind of like mental changes that has gone through with you, that you've gone through.
Oh yeah, I've gone through a lot of like highs and lows in like the mental aspect during training. Before, when I first joined, I was basically just doing classes. I didn't really have any specific goals per se. It wasn't until like a year into my CrossFit journey where like I decided maybe I should make use of the time after class, especially if I don't have anything to do. I'm not in a rush to get home. Make some use of the time and like work on some skill work. I still didn't have pull-ups, push-ups, toes to bar, all of those, double unders, the basic skills too. So yeah, it was pretty frustrating trying to get those skills. Double unders, I don't know how many times I've slashed myself on the arm or any part of my body with the rope. What else? And like going for heavy lifts is just that mental, I'm not gonna make it. Trying to like not approach a lift with that kind of mindset. I've definitely grown from that point on to like today. There's still some times where I do get frustrated during workouts, but I think I've just learned that I can't let it affect the rest of the workout. If one part of it goes wrong, then there's still a lot left to do, right?
Yeah. So when you came in, you were basically like alone, so quote unquote alone. And at the time, you were new.
Yeah.
How did you find the environment of the gym?
It was obviously different from the YMCA. This was more, I guess like you're forced to be more personal with people, while in the YMCA it's like, you take a machine, do your own thing. How many sets you got? Kind of move on to the next one.
How many sets you got left?
Move on to the next machine, and then for here it was like everyone was doing the workout together, doing the classes together, and then after, if you finished first, you would cheer on the rest of the group. So that was like different. I was like quite surprised by it because I've never tried CrossFit before, so I didn't know what to expect. Fung was the first coach that I met, I think.
And do you remember the workout of the day?
Oh, no.
No, it's too long ago.
Yeah, it was some body weight one. I'm pretty sure.
Was it?
I thought it was like quite simple, and then I did it. I was like, no. And I did it with modifications too, so I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. Like,
yeah.
because like Feng knew I was new to it, so he didn't want me to
Go
do
all
it.
out
Yeah, yeah.
and do everything proper. Well, I wouldn't say properly. Just
proper.
you didn't have to do it, quote unquote, as RX or whatever. Yeah. Recently, you've done the Granite Games.
Oh yeah,
Have you had time to reflect yet?
I reflected on it.
Did you? Okay. So what do you think? What the things that we wanted to figure out was your own personal feeling of it, not just what
Just
you
like
think.
performance-wise, right?
Performance-wise.
So it was pretty much what I expected from the event, because we knew what the workouts were way in advance.
Yeah.
It was taken from like previous years, their main event, I guess, which is in like September. So it was the same workouts. I guess the weights were modified a bit, and for the team portion, we could have like divided it however we wanted, which is different from their actual.
Okay.
Yeah. But so I knew what to expect going into it. So it went pretty much as expected. I kind of pulled my weight in like the heavier stuff, strength stuff, yeah. The body weight stuff, the gymnastic stuff is where I had to rely on my teammates more. Carly was injured that day. Our other teammate like hadn't had time to train that whole week, so more than ever I had to pick up the slack on the strength, but I had to rely on them heavily on the gymnastics, which is like going forward in the next competition.
Something
I would hope, like it's a goal, right?
Yeah.
I would hope that I'd be able to like try to balance it out a bit and not have to do all the strength and
not any of the gymnastics.
Just
required.
watch them do their gymnastics.
It's like, oh, that's a really nice muscle up you got there. Shame I don't have any. So, as of yet, you've gotten one strict muscle up, I think. One, two, couple.
Two. Yeah. I think
And
two.
that was a couple of weeks, couple months.
During the open.
During the open.
Yeah.
Yeah. And since then, you've been working on them heavily. You joined the gymnastics class.
Yeah.
And how's that?
It was good. It was a lot of like basic foundational movements, hollow rock, yeah.
Yeah.
Just getting that kip motion, like knowing your body positioning, body awareness, I guess. Like, how are you moving in the toes to bar? Are you as efficient as you can be? Even climbing up the ropes.
Yeah.
Trying to get as much from one pull instead
yeah.
of trying to do multiple pulls and tiring out your shoulders, arms.
That first jump.
Is it shoulders? No, it's more arms.
I think it's more like, well, for one, it's grip.
Yeah,
Grip, and then it's more like the pulling.
Yeah.
So you've been carrying that stuff over into your other training heavily, mostly?
Yeah. Obviously, like, hollow rock kind of transitions into like a kipping pull up,
Yeah. It's kind of like a
muscle
universal
up.
movement.
It's it's one of the basics, right? To have a good foundation to do those movements.
Yeah. And in the past, you've done, as far as I know, 2 other competitions. Last year's Beachwad CrossFit and Beachwad and Team Challenge at Element. And that's when we were teammates.
Yes.
And then going forward, the next competition is also Beachwad, but this time you're going to be going with Will, Carly, and Fung. And this is going to be semi-pro?
Yes.
Semi-pro. Okay, so do you have any kind of worries, your own personal performance? Because we know that those 3 guys are like, you know.
Yeah, they've been competing for a while. They've been doing this thing for a while. Yeah. I think I have my worries, obviously, but like I don't want to beat myself down about it. Like, obviously they're more efficient in a lot of movements. They're a lot stronger. Probably conditioning is a lot better than mine. But I think I look at it more of a challenge.
Yeah.
So I'm work towards it. I've been like doing a lot of strength stuff, trying to keep my conditioning up. Obviously the conditioning has to come up these next couple of months, but I guess I'm just trying to work as hard as possible just to not be the weak link, I guess. Try to hold my ground with them.
For a lot of the competitions, we were teammates, and then this time around, you decided to go with them. Was there any specific reasoning, or you just wanted to like say, oh, I want to try something different, I want to train with Will, I want to get yelled at Will?
Yelled at by Will.
Yelled at by Will?
That happens every day. No, there wasn't any specific reason why. Like, when I first started doing competitions was always a goal. It's like, oh, hey, I went to the first beach ride. I was like, oh my God, rope climb. I can't even do that.
Were there rope climbs?
Yeah, the first ever one. You didn't go, I don't think.
Okay.
It was when it was still at the beach.
Oh, so
There were rope climbs, and I was like literally me. So I'm like, I can't do this, but I want to do this one day, and then now I can do a rope climb, right? So it was just one of those goals to compete, and then I guess wanting to be at a level where I was good enough to compete alongside Will.
Yeah.
So when the opportunity came this year, I kind of went for it, even though like I had my doubts about how I would perform.
Do you still doubt?
I think there will always be like that doubt,
That
but
thing in the back of your
it
mind.
pushes you to,
Not suck.
yeah. But no, there wasn't any specific reason. Like, I would still love to compete with all the people I've competed with in the past. And
Oh, good, good save.
No, I would definitely, like, there's no specific, I wouldn't compare myself against, oh, I think I'm better than this person, so I won't compete with them. Or
Right.
I don't look at it like that. I go in it, like, to do my best. And just for, like, team competitions are always fun. It's always a different experience to do it with alongside a bunch
Other
of people. Yeah.
Would you ever join any kind of individual competitions?
I think I'll know when it's
that
the right time.
Yeah. But as of right
For
now,
now, I like doing the team competitions.
do you have a goal of how far along in the year or how far in the future you feel like, okay, I want to be able to start doing all this stuff myself, or a big majority of it by myself, so that I don't so I feel comfortable being an individual?
No, I'd say like in a year or two.
In a year or two.
I don't want to put like a hard deadline on it though, because you don't want to push yourself to the point where it's for the wrong reason, right? I still want to train with purpose, with goals in mind, and not just to do a competition.
You've kind of seen the growth of the gym, and would you say you were lucky to find a spot like this?
Yeah, I would. I didn't know what to expect coming into it. I didn't expect to like it. There were some days where I looked at the workouts and I'm like, I don't want to go, but I kind of forced myself to go, yeah. And I guess, I would say I'm lucky to have formed the friendships that I've had with people. Obviously, with any place, like, people come and go, but for the most part, the people that I've been close to have all stayed.
Have stayed, luckily.
And we all go out and do stuff outside of the gym, so.
Yeah. Luckily. Yeah, that's one of the things I particularly like about this gym. I don't know if it's necessarily applicable to other gyms, but at least for this one, we do hang out outside of the gym, whether it's for gatherings, food, baby showers, weddings.
Baby showers.
Yeah, baby showers. There's only been one so far, but yeah, it's almost like it's most definitely something you won't get at a global gym, because you don't talk to other people at global gyms.
Yeah.
But you do get to form these relationships with other members on a more personal level.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily just, oh, come in, work out, and then leave.
For the past 3 years, I think I've been to 4 weddings.
From the gym?
Yeah, no, 4 weddings in total in the past 3 years.
Okay.
And 3 of those 4 weddings were gym weddings.
And
There was Fung and Amber,
yeah.
Alvin
Alvin.
and Jen.
Who's the last one?
Well, you and Steph.
Mine-
Because by the time this comes out, this will be.
Yes. By the time this comes out, mine, it would have been, it would have passed.
Yeah.
It would have gone. So, any last thoughts you want to throw out there in terms of, shout outs, whatever. Shout out to the gym, shout out to friends, what's happening, any long-term things, whatever, I don't know.
No, I just want to thank the coaches and all the members at MSC, because I don't think I would have been able to, I guess, make this transformation within 3 years without all the help and support, all the advice from the coaches. Whenever I needed a tip or something, you go to them and they're right there, correcting form. I remember picking up an empty barbell and I'm like, I don't know how to snatch this bar. And then I slowly added 10 pounds to it, and then it was just flying everywhere. And then within 3 years, I guess.
Now you snatch over 100.
Yeah. I didn't think I would get to this point. My training partner
Looking over sheepishly at Will.
definitely, is tough sometimes, but definitely wouldn't be where I am today without his push and that additional support. Obviously, you doing the classes, the weightlifting classes, has taught me a lot about technique. And as much as I want to be able to clean 200 pounds, if I can't clean 125 with
Properly.
Proper technique, then that's out of the window, right? All the friends that I've made, gotten so close with so many people, and they're just always so positive, and if you need someone to talk to inside the gym, outside the gym, they're always there.
Yeah.
And for anyone who's listening to this who's not at MSC, you can come try the class. I think
The check's in the mail.
Hot.
John's gonna send you the check.
CrossFit is intimidating to people sometimes, but I think if you just find the right place, find the right environment with the right people, you'll learn to love it a lot, and
Yeah.
it'll teach you a lot about life.
Yourself.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about life. How
Teach you
bad
about life,
yeah.
yourself, challenge you mentally,
Yeah. most
physically, push you outside your comfort zone if you're willing to go there, obviously.
Yeah. It takes a certain individual to walk into this gym and say and attack these things head on, right? There are going to be those people that come and say, "Oh, I want to try something new. I tried the first class, but I'm not feeling it." But there are others that come say, "Hey, this is quite that challenge, and this is that thing I'm looking for." And CrossFit is for those types of people. Cool.
That's it.
That's it.
And cut.
And cut.